Hello, how are you? Welcome to this stock investing meetup in Farmers Branch, Texas. Today's April 27, 2019. My name is Neil. Our goal is to generate a 50% return on investment on an annual basis. All of these stocks that are mentioned in these meetups has a 1-year time horizon. Today, I'll touch briefly on the concept, the perspective that's important to have in all of the trading and investing in the financial markets. We'll take a look at our previous portfolios, starting with December 2018, and then Jan, Feb, March 2019. And after that, I'll mention a few stocks that are part of the April 2019 portfolio. So the central question, the only question really, is, are you making money? I've mentioned it before. It's important not to get distracted by the volume of information that is floating around Wall Street Journal or the pundits on all of the financial networks on TV, or Yahoo Finance or CNBC and so on. The economic indicators, the GDP, the unemployment rate, all kinds of information that can get overwhelming, and it's important not to get distracted. And we have to keep in mind that all of this activity is done with the sole purpose of making money in the financial markets. So it's good to keep that in mind. And also as a perspective to have when doing any trading or investing. The perspective to have is battles may be won or lost, but the more important question is, did you win the war? That's important. In the Second World War, for example, we didn't win all of the battles, the Allied forces, but we won the war. And so that's the idea here as well. Individual stocks, you may make money or lose some, but what's important is, did the portfolio, did that make money? And so long as it did, you're ahead of the game. So keep that in mind. It's a good perspective to have when investing in the stock market or any financial markets. So you can keep an eye on these stocks that I have mentioned in the previous meetups and the one I'm going to mention today. Keep track of those, monitor these stocks. If you wish, you can take a small position in them. I'm not recommending any stocks, but that will serve as a prompt for you to keep track of the stocks. And of course, we are going to review these portfolios at each of the meetups. The next one being on Saturday, May 25th, which as usual is the last Saturday of each month. That's when we have these meetups. Same place, same time. So let's take a look at our previous portfolios, December 2018 and then Jan, Feb, March of 2019. The goal being to generate a return on investment, ROI, of 50% or more on an annual basis. December 2018, these were the stocks I mentioned at that meetup. Technical Communications Corporation, China Mobile, Denbury, 3D, and so on. as of market close, these were the prices, and as of yesterday's market close, April 26, 2019, these were the prices. So that represents a gain of 16%. But we still have another 8 months to go because all of these are on a 1-year time horizon. So we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. And the goal is to generate 50% or more ROI. Jan 2019, these were the stocks I mentioned: Lithium Americas Corporation, Hudson, and so on. The ones in gray, by the way, are on order. So I've placed an order to buy at 15.25 Travelport, but the price hasn't yet reached that level. So as soon as it does, these orders will be triggered. As of now, these stocks are at these prices on the right, so that represents a gain of 9%. But we still have another 9 months to go. We'll see how that works out. February 2019. These were on order. And as of yesterday's market close, this is the value. So that represents a gain of 18%. But we still have another 10 months to go. And that's the reason I wouldn't be surprised at all if we meet and most likely exceed the goal of 50% ROI on an annual basis. March, which was just last month, these were the stocks I mentioned. And as of yesterday, this was their value, a little bit less than in March. And that represents a drop in value of about 7%. And we still have another 11 months to go for this, so I'm not worried about it. And looking at the list of stocks, the main reason the value dropped is because of this one particular stock, Funware, which is a company based in Austin, Texas. They offer platforms for developing mobile applications. So recently, in January 2019, the stock burst up way high, and since then it has come down to this level. So if you zoom in a little bit, you can see that I would expect this to rise from this point forward. And that's my expectation anyway. We'll see how it pans out. So I'm going to hold on to it. I'm in no hurry to liquidate. It's a 1-year time horizon in any case. So we'll see how that works. Okay. Next, what we are going to do is take a look at some new stocks. All these will be part of the April 2019 portfolio. The first one is Sangamo Therapeutics. This is a company based in Richmond, California, and they offer genomic medicines, and this is for genetic diseases. They basically have 4 platforms of doing that: genome editing, gene therapy or cell therapy, and gene regulation. So this is a growth area. This whole technology is at an early stage in the infancy stage. So their stock is now at 1209. This would be a good place to get in, and I expect this to continue to rise. Sunlands Technology Group. It's essentially online education, college and professional education. They also have deals with international universities, graduate programs. This company is based in Beijing, China. And of course, there's a huge market just in terms of the population. So I expect this company to see some significant growth. You can do further research if you wish, Bloomberg or Yahoo Finance, any of those. Their stock is now at 294. Good place to get in, somewhere here. Verastem, company based in Needham, Massachusetts, focused on cancer therapies. So not only do they target cancer cells, but their medicines also try and disrupt the microenvironment in which cancer cells can thrive. So they disrupt the structural and biochemical support to the cancer cells, and that way those cells are less likely to survive. That's the idea. They have these products in their product pipeline. They also have collaborations with companies like Merck and Dana-Farber, major pharmaceutical companies, and others. Their stock is now at 220. So this would be a good place to get in, somewhere in this region, around $2. Spectrum Pharmaceuticals. This April portfolio seems to be a bit heavy in the pharmaceuticals, healthcare sectors, and that's not by design. It just so happened that these companies met the criteria that I generally set for myself. So Spectrum is based in Irvine, California, and they focus on hematology and oncology. Hematology, basically blood related, spleen, lymphatic nodes, basically blood related. And oncology, of course, cancer related. So they have these three products, and they are for lung cancer, breast cancer, and so on. Products in the pipeline. Their stock is now at 962. This would be a good place to get in, but I've got an order to buy just a little bit lower at about $8, and that's where I intend to get in. Spectrum Pharmaceuticals. Novan, also in the general healthcare sector. So their basis of much of what they do is nitric oxide. This company is based in Durham, North Carolina. And the applications of nitric oxide are for, fungal infections or viral infections, skin diseases, and so on. So here's their product pipeline. And their stock is now at 85 cents. So you can get in anywhere in this region, around $1 or just under $1. Nant Health, based in Culver City, California. Their focus is on developing precision medicine, personalized medicine, and they do it by gathering data over time on an ongoing basis. They even do it at a molecular level, and the goal is to personalize uh, the treatment options that are available. Um, Precision medicine is what they call it. So basically 3 areas that they offer services: precision insights, molecular profiling, and a lot of evidence-based care that is available to healthcare providers by accumulating a whole lot of data, and it gets better and better over time. The other is payer platforms. It's just administrative stuff, health plans, facilitating the payer provided platforms and so on. And thirdly, connected care, which is the idea that devices that are synchronized and operate seamlessly will result in better healthcare for patients. And that's what they do. So their stock is now at 72 cents. Getting anywhere here would be just fine. ROI Medical, based in Carlsbad, California. They offer solutions for problems the vascular and dermatology parts of the healthcare system. So lasers are the tool that they use. For example, vascular diseases, vascular vessels, blood vessels that are clogged, they can remove the blockages using lasers, and that improves the blood flow. In extreme cases, when blood flow is restricted or stopped, the limb, for example, a leg to which the blood flow isn't reaching, in extreme cases, that leg has to be amputated. So the solution they provide reduces cases where the blockages cause extreme hardship. The other is dermatological skin diseases. They also use lasers to treat those conditions. Skin conditions like psoriasis, dermatitis, all kinds of skin diseases, leukoderma. So this company's stock is at 474 now. I'd like to place an order to buy at 420, just a little bit lower. But getting in where it is now would be fine as well. It may slide just a tiny bit. That's my suspicion or expectation, I guess. I expect. Biodelivery Sciences, company based in Raleigh, North Carolina, has two parts to its business. One is pain management, opioid crisis. The opioid crisis is affecting so many people here in the US. It's gotten so bad that people who are running for elective for public office, they're talking about it. So anyway, it's quite a serious problem here in the US. So that is one of the things this company's products address. This company's medicines are Schedule 3 listing, which means they are less risky than the opioids that are so addictive. Opioids is DEA Schedule 2 listing. All of this according to their website. And their own medicines are Schedule 3, which is less addictive and less risky. So that's what they're doing, finding a solution or providing a solution to the opioid crisis here in the US. That's one part. The other is the delivery method. Rather than swallowing a pill, this company has a technology where the medicine is layered onto a polymer film that is bioerodible. So the film is attached to the mucous membrane like the inside of a cheek, and the medicine gets delivered very quickly, like in 5 seconds. And then the polymer film erodes biologically, naturally. It erodes, meaning it disintegrates, breaks down. So those are the two areas that this company offers products in. Pain management. This product, Bunavail, for example, is an alternative. So it addresses the problem of opioid dependency. And their BIMA technology, BIMA stands for bioerodible mucoadhesive. So biologically, naturally, it erodes, the polymer film erodes, and then mucoadhesive sticking to the mucous membrane, which is a faster, more effective way to deliver the drug as compared to swallowing a pill. So these are the products in the pipeline, and their stock is now at $4.82. I've got an order to buy at $4, a little bit lower. So this company's products probably have good scope for massive expansion, opioid crisis being one, and then the faster delivery of drugs being the other. Okay, and that's about it. That's all I got, folks. 8 stocks in the April 2019 portfolio. We'll see how it works out. The goal is 50% ROI on an annual basis. So we have these meetups on the last Saturday each month, the next one being May 25th. So I'll see you there. Same time, same place. Thank you.